Welcome to this Arnold Clifford tutorial on reversible cables. This tutorial is part of our Confident Knitting series, 12 projects to teach you 12 new techniques from the world's best knitting designers. Today's tutorial will show you how to work the reversible cables that are found in Noma Ndlovu's beautiful Lustrous Shawl. This shawl uses a cable on a rib background, and as you can see, the cables are equally beautiful on both sides of the fabric. In combination with the garter stitch, this means that the shawl is entirely reversible, which is a great thing for a shawl. The simplest form of reversible cable would be one in which knit stitches cross over purl stitches, and you've got the same number of stitches in each of those groups, and that cable will look the same on both sides of the fabric, and you can use that to manipulate a rib pattern very effectively. Noma Ndlovu has taken that technique a little bit further in this design, and we're working a rib pattern on each of the cabling rows. So we've got a knit 1, purl 2, knit 1 crossing over knit 1, purl 2, knit 1, and so that gives this lovely cabled rib design on this side and a slightly different one on the other side, but in each case the purl stitches sink back into the fabric and they form the knit stitches on the other side, of course, and it looks fabulous on both sides. We're now at the right point in our pattern to work our first cable, and it's going to be a 4/4 LRibC, which stands for 4 over 4, 4 stitches crossing over another 4 stitches, left rib cross. So the cable's going to lean to the left, and our first job is to slip the first 4 stitches of the row onto our cable needle, and we're going to hold that at the front. We're then going to be working knit 1, purl 2, knit 1 across the next group of 4 stitches. So we put our knitting needle into the first stitch to knit it, and then we're going to bring the yarn across at the back to knit the stitch. But can you see we've got quite a long strand there, so what we're going to need to do is to pull that nice and snug. So there's our knit 1, purl 2, and then knit the last one. So we're just working our stitches out of order. That's all a cable is just working the stitches not in the order in which they appear. We're now ready to work the stitches from the cable needle. So we've slipped them up to the tip of the cable needle, and we're now going to work knit 1, and then purl 2, and then knit 1 into that last stitch. Now that little manoeuvre may feel a little bit tight because of course you're really pulling the stitches over. They did want to be at the end of the row, and they're now being forced in by quite a little way. So that's why it might have appeared a little bit tight, but just take your time, go slowly, and you'll be absolutely fine. If you find it tricky with the cable needle and the other needle tip, you can return the stitches from the cable needle to the left needle at that point and then just work them off the left needle. That's another option that may work for you. And it's not very clear yet, but we've got knit 1, purl 2, knit 1 at the front here that's crossed over the front, leaning leftwards, of the first set of 4, which will work knit 1, purl 2, knit 1 as well. And that completes our 4 over 4 LRibC cable. We're now going to work the 4 over 4 RRibC cable, and that's a 4 over 4, so 4 stitches crossing over 4 stitches, right ribbed cable. And this time we're going to be holding the stitches at the rear of the work, so we're going to slip those first 4 stitches onto our cable needle at the back. So we're leaving them sitting at the back of the work, that's away from you. We now work the next 4 stitches in the row as knit 1, purl 2, knit 1, and you can see that they've moved towards the right. And now we're going to work the stitches from the cable needle. So I've moved the stitches up onto the tip of the cable needle, and you're just going to work into them, knit 1, purl 2, knit 1, and that completes our 4/4 right rib cross. And you can see now that we've got these stitches leaning to the right and these stitches are leaning to the left from the first cable. I'll just briefly show you how to knit off the needle tip rather than off the cable needle. So this is the 4/4 left rib cross again. Slip your stitches onto the cable needle and hold it at the front. And then from the left needle tip you work knit 1, purl 2, knit 1. And then instead of knitting off the cable needle, we're going to slip the stitches along onto the needle tip. And you're not twisting them when you're slipping them here, you're literally just sliding them along so that they go onto the tip without twisting. And now we're just going to work across them from the needle tip now instead of off the cable needle. Knit 1, purl 2, knit 1. And that's going to give exactly the same result as if we had worked them straight off the cable needle, leaning to the left. Here's my completed row. We've got the left cross, right cross, left cross, right cross. And on this side of the work, it doesn't yet show up beautifully. If you look on the row below, the cable row below, you can see how nicely those rib columns move. But if you look on the other side of the work, where we've got essentially knit 2 columns moving, you can see the 2 sets of cables there really beautifully. Just a quick note about using a cable needle. If you've watched a number of my videos, then you may well know that I'm quite a keen cabler without a cable needle normally. I find that faster for me, but for this project, because you're doing the mixture of knits and purls, whilst you can do it without a cable needle, it's just enough stitches that for me it's on the borderline of what feels comfortable to do without a cable needle. So I actually found myself going back to doing it with a cable needle. But your mileage may of course vary, and there's loads of ways to achieve an end in knitting, so try and see how you get on with and without and pick which works for you. These beautiful rib reversible cables can of course be worked over lots of combinations of stitches, so why not try a 2/2 rib cable where you've got a knit 1 purl 1 crossing a knit 1 purl 1, or how about 6/6 rib cables? Just cast on a little swatch and have a play and see how you like the textures that you can create. I hope that's left you feeling really confident adding reversible cables to your next knitting project. We're able to keep our video tutorials free from adverts thanks to the enormous support of our amazing customers. You can find out more about confident knitting by clicking the link up top here to head over to our website. And to be sure of catching our next video tutorial, do subscribe to the channel using the button at the bottom there. Thanks ever so much for watching. Bye bye.